Tibet and China, a history written in blood, marriage, and myth. Who really knows the history of cultural exchange between Tibet and China? The answer isn't complicated. You just have to understand the essence of both cultures. That history is tangled because so many Chinese legends trace back to ancient Tibetan society. Some contemporary Tibetan historians argue that Emperor Yan Shennong originated in eastern Tibet, which would mean Chinese agricultural knowledge first passed through Tibet. Even stranger, some point out that the imperial headdress in Chinese legend resembles the headdress still worn by women in Tibet's Ngari region today, and that the oracle bone character for emperor was originally female. From this, some scholars speculate that ancient Tibetan shamans migrated into the Central Plains along the Yellow River, becoming the priests and diviners of early Chinese ritual life. The most famous line comes from Sima Qian, writing in the records of the grand historian around 94 BC, "Yu arose from the western Qiang." The Qiang were the ancestors of the Tibetan peoples, and Yu, legendary tamer of the Yellow River floods and founder of the Xia dynasty, drew his power from a river that is China's mother, but Tibet's daughter. It's born on the Tibetan plateau. The written record proper begins in the 7th century with the Tibetan Empire and the Tang dynasty, marriage alliances, wars, and the exchange of Buddhism. When Tibet later restricted Chinese Chan Buddhism, its Chinese Kucharal began to decline in Tibet. Yet Tibetan Buddhism kept moving east, peaking under the Mongols and the Manchu Qing. Then, in 1950, came the People's Republic, and decades of policy toward Tibetan language, religion, and identity that remain fiercely contested. Beijing frames it as integration and development. Critics call it cultural erasure. So which is it? A defensible policy or a fearful overreach? I won't tell you what to think, but I want to know what you think. Tell me in the comments. Share this. See you next Tuesday.